Silent Hill 2 is rated M by the ESRB. Greetings there, ladies and gentlemen. It is James Riddle back with some Silent Hill 2, and yes, we just finished off our first run of this amazing game, and we're going to be getting into the second one. But first, let's get into the options, because we have stuff in the options to look at. So pretty much everything is here. We're going to look into the extra options. We're here, and there are some things that are new. One, we have, well, I have it on violet. I personally do different colors for each different playthroughs. I do different colors of blood. Don't know, something I've always done. It's just me. Don't have to do it. Simple. Other than that, we have Bull Adjust, which is, well, normally not there, but it seems, for some reason, I don't know why, but when you pass the game on the leave ending, you can get a multiplier of 3, which is interesting because in the original one, you can only, it depends on like when you actually, the more you pass the game, the more multipliers you get. This one, you can go up to 3. You can obviously get more, but you gotta pass the game. And then we also have noise effects, which is on most of the time, and that gives that film grain kind of look. And then obviously if you take it off, it comes a little bit more of a image, like a clear image, which I'm actually going to leave off, which is normally on, but I'm actually recording this after I've pretty much completed my second playthrough already, and I just didn't like how I did it, so I'm redoing it. So that's why everything is off, and the multiplier is on 3, and the blood color is on violet instead of normal. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's pretty much. I also have vibration on hard because, well, I'm playing on hard difficulty. I want to know when I'm actually pretty much, dying. So that's good. We'll put it on headphones because I'm actually using headphones. All right, so if we actually load, and well, actually, I can show you here. This is my first. This is my first. The white is the first playthrough, and then when you get to the second playthrough, it's yellow. So if we go to the game results, load that up, we'll actually get my game results for what I actually did on the normal difficulty and easy riddle level, the leave ending, and pretty much what I actually did, which I do have to say is really bad in total time, but we'll just kind of just cover that up actually with a hand or something. Anyway, I got 4 and 4.9 stars, I think. So that's it. Going into here, and so essentially the question is, how do you start a new playthrough? Well, as you see, new game is in yellow now, not white. So let's go into there. We're going to do main scenario again. We're going to do it on hard action level and normal riddle level. Because why not? Well, because that's what I want to do. Now, we're going to notice I'm going to talk through I'm going to talk through cutscenes. One, actually, we're going to skip this cutscene. As you can tell, well, actually, I can probably even show the noise filter, because I might as well just show it off. We can put the noise filter on, yes, and then we're going to do yes, change the settings, and we're going to go out. As you can tell, see the noise filter kind of gives that grainy feel, old film cinematic feel to it. And if we turn it off, which I had it originally off, we have off, going here, change settings, and then we're going to go out. It's a more clear image. like completely clear. So it is all in personal taste what you actually want it to be like, basically. So we're gonna just go through a little bit here because I can't really do anything until the next thing I want to show. What is the next thing I want to show? I don't know. Perhaps I should just cut it right here and then come back when I actually need to. Like right now. There you go. The awesome power of editing. Awesome. That's great. Okay, so we're right after the Angela meeting scene in the graveyard, where she's like a little interesting, let's just say. And if we come along here a little bit, we start hearing a noise. What is that noise, actually? Let's see. Oh my god, there's logs with a chainsaw in the log. So it's actually one of our bonus weapons. We have a chainsaw. So there's not too much to do with the chainsaw, except we got to always gas it up. And we can walk with it, we can't run with it. And we got two attacks with it. We got a stab, and then we got a... Okay. There we go, and we have kind of like a... Wow, I have never had him stab so much with that. I've always got like the cut, the silver hit swing, and then it's like I can never get a jab. And it's like, damn, this is like, what is this? I always get that. Every time and then I want to go, when I do get a stab, I can never get a stab. Okay, fair enough. Anyway, there's the two main things. The only thing drawback about the chainsaw is that you have it powered up every time. That's the thing. And then if... funny thing is that if you leave James idle for a little bit, he does, I believe... Other than him just kind of like doing that. Let's see if he does what I want him to do. Okay. Well, if he does what I want him to do, we'll come back to that. So I don't really know what else to talk about until we get to our first enemy. So I think I might cut until then. Okay, so we're back. We're almost to the first enemy right now. So it's a little bit up here. And, well, funny thing is that if I have the chainsaw equipped, if we actually go in here, we have the board equipped. And we're just going to take care of this guy before I start talking, because they are, well, a little there. Yeah, I know it. There's a dude here. I actually did not notice. What is this? Never noticed that dude there, actually. Well, that's interesting. Alright. So, for some reason, when you have the chainsaw equipped, and you go into that scene, you get unequipped, and you get the board, which is strange, but eh. So let's find an enemy, and try the chainsaw a little bit, and show why I don't really use it too much. Because it's not the greatest weapon. Okay, so here we are with normal, here hard mode. The line figures in here are extremely, like, finicky and fast, let's just say. So I don't even know if I can actually hit them with the chainsaw, especially two of them. So I might have to actually, because they are, like, whoa. Like, I actually legitimately do not like line figures, especially for melee weapons, in hard mode. So I don't even know if I can actually hit them, but you can see that they're really just... They're wanting to spray me with all sorts of stuff. So let's see if we can find one that's just by itself. And I'm probably gonna get hit like tons of times. Yo, where are you? One thing I probably want to show, so we're going against a wall, so if we do melee weapons against a wall, we bounce off. We bounce off the wall in hard mode. Any weapon, even like the pole. So if we go to the pole, we go to the wall, we hear it kind of just bouncing off the, well, sort of bouncing off. So, yeah. That will come and play a little bit later with a somewhat exploit. Where is it? Hello? I hear you. Oh, there you are. Oh, geez, another two of them. Okay. Let's see if I can get... Alright, I'm gonna... And of course, if you get hit, you're basically... Get down there. There we go. You're next, don't worry. There we go. So yeah, it takes care of them quite, nicely, but just doesn't cut it. Just takes too long. If you do the stab, it's fine, but if you do like the swing, no. And the thing is, when they go on the ground, they tend to scuttle away very fast unless you're very fast to stop them. So there's that. So there's not too much more other than, well, the apartments. So I guess I'll see you in the apartments. I'll see you then. Okay, so here we are back in the Woodside Apartments. And, well, I just got the flashlight. So we are getting here. Yes, the mannequin is bleeding purple blood, but besides the point, there is something a little bit more different for the second time in this. It depends on what ending you got, first of all. Because this book here, which wasn't here before, if it was, then you couldn't have checked it. But if you check this book, it will tell you about one possible ending, which let's take a read at it. There's a note with a cutout magazine article attached to it. There's a title written on the front side. Searching for another conclusion. All right. Choosing death. When a life is filled with nothing but despair, some people choose to end it all. I once chose that path for myself as well. At this time, I felt I had no other choice. After I made my decision, it became the only thing binding me to this world. Sometimes I would cry myself, thinking to the past, but mostly all I did was plan over and over again how and when I was going to kill myself. I did stupid, dangerous things. I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. It didn't matter since I was going to die anyway. Again, words need to come out of my mouth. Yeah, seriously. So it went out of my way to invite disaster. I stopped talking to people, and it didn't bother me even when friendships grew distant. Interesting. So yes, that is a possible kind of hint of an ending you could choose. And yeah, that is kind of where I'm actually going to go towards this time, which is kind of like an interesting thing, yeah. Which is kind of interesting how that popped up, because that's kind of the ending I'm going for. Okay. So, there's a puzzle coming up, so we're going to go to that right now. Okay, so I know I was going to cut to a puzzle, but there's something I missed in my initial playthrough, and I just wanted to kind of show it off for funsy, I guess, if anything. I'm currently in the first floor in the Woodside apartment still. I went through the courtyard over to the other part of the apartments, and I'm in 104 right now. And this doesn't have to do with anything to do with being through a second playthrough or anything. I just missed it through my first playthrough. There's this little brochure. No, brochure. Get the brochure. A sightseeing brochure for the town is lying here. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We are happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedule and enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row and row after quaint old houses, a gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake that shows different sides of its beautiful with its beauty with every passing of days. Again, words need to come out of my mouth. From sunrise to late afternoon to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. Editor Roger Warmark. Or Woodmark. It's Woodmark? Yeah, Woodmark. I just want to point that out. That is hilarious. But it does show that the town was a resort town before any of this actually happened. And it's kind of shows the lore of that. So, yeah. And James and Mary, James and Mary, did come here when it was a resort town. So it does show that. A small little touch. Anyway, let's get to that puzzle. Like I said, puzzle time. So, we are in the Blue Creek Apartments in 105. This is where the coin puzzle is. We are normal. This is essentially the first different puzzle, depending on your riddle difficulty. The clock puzzle has minor stuff to it, and then the safe isn't going to change until hard difficulty, but this one will. So I actually have all 3 coins, and let us see what the riddle is on here. Now, the riddles, I'm not going to be 100% sure how to decipher them, but I know the solutions to them. So that's going to be. I'm going to try to explain the best I can. There's something written on the desk. 3 bright coins in 5 holes B. At the end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind the woman thus play. The formless one, null, lies the furthest from they. It's like Dr. Seuss, I have to say. The old one sits... The old one beside the serpent sits not. 'Tis the prisoner left that he die rot. Alright, so... And we got this. So... this one's not too difficult, I have to say. So we got the 5 coins, so 5... we got 3 coins, 5 holes. The one at the end... The one at the... at one end sits the seducer of she. Now the seducer of she goes back to the Garden of Eden, and the seducer who seduces even to biting the apple of the tree of knowledge would be a snake. So we have a snake coin. The wind from behind the woman thou not play. We obviously know that the wind behind a woman is nothing's there. We don't know where she is, though. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. So usually a formless one means there's nothing there. Obviously it's formless, so there's nothing, and they say farther from they. So the snake is on one side you would probably assume that the other side would have nothing. So far we have empty, 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 and the snake. But we know that the one side, the furthest from the right is a snake, and the furthest from the left is nothing. So that's what we know. The old man beside the serpent sits not. So the old man coin, the old one, or I guess the old man coin, does not sit beside the serpent. So either sits beside the empty one on the left, or the middle. And we already determined that there is there? I don't know. Anyway, going on. And 'tis the spreader left. He did not rot. So the prisoner goes to the left. Even though it's okay, no, wait a minute. It's the prisoner's left that the old man is. So I'm not too sure exactly what to how to explain this, but we are going to complete this, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not exactly the greatest in actually doing this, but we have the snake. Obviously the snake is there. We have the old man. It looks like an old man, and the thing is, the prisoner coin is actually looks like a woman. So there's the woman. So we know where the snake goes. We'll put the snake, obviously, where it's going to be. So the snake is furthest on the right. Alright, so, and then we have the woman, and I'm not 100% sure knowing this, but obviously the far right has nothing. And I think it does say something about, yeah, from behind the woman. So where the woman looks, she's looking to the left. So behind her, which is the right, there would be nothing. Because from the wind behind the woman does play, so there's nothing behind the woman. So if we put the woman, obviously there's nothing here. Something's got to go here. And obviously the woman, I guess, goes here. Because there will be nothing behind there, and then the serpent. And then from the prisoner's left, we have where is it? The old man lands beside serpent sits not, so he's not beside the serpent. But it does say that the prisoner's left, he does not rot. Okay, so it's from the left. So boom, there you go, and there we go. There you go. And I do have to say, I probably butchered that completely, but that's it's not like, there's going to be worse puzzles. Obviously there's hard and something a little bit more than hard, which I'll get into, but this one isn't bad. Let's see what's going to be coming up next.